Hi, I'm David Lasher from Keen 360. Welcome to an overview of our pre-configured application for solution selling. This application is for organizations that market, sell, and deliver their solutions to consumers, businesses, and governmental entities. The solutions are typically combinations of products and services and frequently result in a project for installation and/or ongoing delivery of services. This type of selling is relationship-oriented, team-based, even multi-organizational. It is document-centric with NDAs, pricing cases, RFP responses, and the like. And it is multidisciplinary, involving people from different roles either within your own organization or from outside organizations, or even to get that project launched, delivered, and sustained, representatives from your customers' teams. Our solution selling application is powered by, as all of our CRM-oriented solutions are powered by, the Creatio platform for BPM, Business Process Management, and CRM, Customer Relationship Management. This low-code platform might not be well known to you, but it is regarded by and rated by the industry analyst very favorably, as we can see here in a summary diagram from Gartner. Let's jump into the application itself. Any CRM platform is driven by accounts, contacts, and interaction points with the people and organizations that are in the system. What we see here is a listing of accounts. What we are going to do is step into one or two records to see what the fields are and what the functionality supported is. The key is to notice the functionality that's available for supporting your teams and your account management, the types of activities that are involved in solution selling as opposed to traditional, transactional, fast-paced consumer selling. More so than some of the lightweight or B2C-oriented solutions that are on the market, the Creatio platform allows us to collect all the information, all the different communication modes, all the different addresses that we might need. It allows us, as most platforms do, to define the attributes that we need to organize or segment our database. In the Keen 360 solution, we support functionality that is very important, which is the functionality for finding and appropriately using references for your organization. Typically, this information is hard to find and hard to manage for your frontline salespeople and sales teams. We put it at the fingertips and make it available for time savings and better submissions to your prospective customers. Again, as would be expected of a modern CRM database system, but as is not available in some of the B2C-oriented alternatives, Creatio allows us to define all the different jobs that individuals may have held in an organization, and to do so over time with flags as to what's current and definition of offices, teams, franchises that are part of the organization, but are not really organizations or accounts unto themselves. Important within the Keen 360 solution selling application is our functionality to support annual account planning or semi-annual, allow the team to engage in a SWOT analysis, indicate which accounts are the subject of this process, assemble the team, keep them informed through meetings and emails and automations, and very important, collect and retain the documents related to account planning with complete control over who can see and do what with this information. Also important for solution selling and different than some of the alternative platforms on the marketplace is the ability to model and maintain complex relationships amongst organizations and people within the system. Yes, we can model traditional hierarchical relationships that might exist for a company and for its divisions or units, but also, as we can see in the list view, we can define other types of relationships between a company and other entities. For example, advisees. Is this company an advisee of a law firm, or consultancy, or other firm? Is it a partner organization, a supplier organization to others? We don't see those listings here, but they are available should we want them. So the key is that relationships amongst organizations and individuals can be modeled effectively, unlike what you'll see in some other platforms. We can collect other types of information, control who can see it. We can get the 360-degree view that we would expect in a CRM system for all interactions related to this company. We're not going to dive into that now. Instead, we're going to move on to contacts, people within the system. This is a simple listing, and as we can see by stepping into a sample record, we can again collect all of the contact information for the individual. We can make addresses for the companies to which the individual is affiliated or connected. We can make those addresses readily available so that once updated on the organization or account, the changes flow through to all of the connected contacts. We can, of course, collect and maintain profile information for segmentation and categorization. And another good feature of this platform is the ability to track with start and end dates the job history of any individual, whether within a single organization or across multiple organizations, or individuals with whom we interact or to whom we sell, which individuals are outside of our organization. Connections and history are all available. We will not dive into it in this video. Instead, we'll move on to leads and opportunities. What we see here is a listing of leads, what status they are in. We can step into one of them. The lead functionality is quite straightforward in the Keen 360 configuration. We believe that within solution selling, there is not immense amounts of time that need to be spent in lead management, but the ability to separate early stage individuals and organizations from your opportunities is important. Therefore, we can capture the basic registration information, the initial information, maybe from a website landing page, maybe as we collect business cards, maybe as we purchase a list, we enter the lead so that we can validate that the potential customers actually have needs that our offerings can satisfy, and that the individual or organization is interested in potentially satisfying those needs with those offerings, combinations of products and services that we can provide. In our solution, the leads moves through a straightforward and intuitive process. This process, the stages thereof, can be changed if needed, but after capture and cleaning the information, qualifying, as we were just discussing, then we have options to nurture, pause, or even close the lead by either converting it into an opportunity or indicating that, no, even though we suspected this might be a lead, it's not really one, so let's put it aside and move to other prospects. Speaking of opportunities, let's take a look. Here we have an opportunity that moves through its stages, its life cycle, its path, and we collect the main information that is attendant to any opportunity, the amounts, the probabilities, the dates, of course, who the opportunity is with. And what is special about the Creatio platform and our configuration thereof is that as a native capability, we can set up different types of opportunities, different ways of selling, different sales paths, depending on what kind of sale we are engaged in. Each type or method or path for the selling can have its own dedicated set or specific set of stages. As we move through the stages, we can fire automations. What I would point out here as an example is that for B2E selling, business to enterprise, enterprises being either businesses or governmental entities. We might have one process and team when we are selling initially, a renewal different, a change to what we already sold and are delivering, yet another method of selling that requires its own path or functionality. We have B2C pre-configured solutions. We also have sales methods tuned to responding to an RFP and entering new markets or launching a new product. Again, it is very rare the organization that is engaged in solution selling that has only one way of selling. This functionality that we're discussing here can therefore be very relevant and valuable and is not easily supported, if supported at all, on other CRM platforms that are available on the market. For any given opportunity, we frequently want our teams to perform a quick analysis and capture the results thereof. It's not about the data, it's about the conversations that are triggered and the understandings and alignment that are achieved. What we have right here is basic profiling information for the opportunity as we understand it. We have SWOT analysis to perform and share with our team. I myself am very keen to use a word on defining and aligning my team on win themes for a given opportunity. We also want to know who our competitors are and might want to perform analysis there. Solution selling is team-based selling. Besides, of course, having owners of opportunities and accounts, we have a pursuit team. We might have an RFP response team, in other words, a team that develops a document, a submission in response to an RFP, whether in commercial or public sectors. For those in federal contracting, we can see here that our Keen 360 pre-configured application comprehends the so-called pink, red, gold method for responding to an RFP, going through drafts and reviews. The key to having the data in the system is that we can then have automated emails and we can set up meetings all within this one cockpit for the leaders of the sales pursuit. The team-based selling does not encompass just those who are selling. It refers to those who are buying. We can define the buy-side team down here and collect relevant information, including decision-making factors for those who are involved in the purchase decision. Although we don't see many here, we can collect all the documents related to this opportunity in one place for easy convenience. What we have here is if an RFP was issued, we would want to collect that information, including the RFP reference number. When emails come in, we can connect automatically in the background emails that include this ID for automatic connection to this opportunity. The documents here could be those issued or released by the buying organization. They could be those drafted and developed by our own team. More on approved templates and documents undergoing review and approval at the tail end of this video. We can choose from our product catalog the services or items that we might be selling with their pricing. Yes, we can get the automated math from the system, which we can, yes, override if we wish. And very important to solution selling for many organizations is working in advance of the close of the opportunity on who it is that is going to staff the project, if there's going to be one, when we in fact sign the contract and get launched. This functionality is to bring the staffing managers or directors into the sales cadence so that we can track how we are doing as we get ready for the transition from selling to delivering. I will not be going into it in this video, but again, as we would want from any CRM application, we have the full 360-degree view of the history of interactions with the customer organization. We have the timeline, all connections, But instead of going through that functionality right now, we will quickly show you how just as a lead can convert to an opportunity, so too can an opportunity convert to a project. I did switch over to another instance that I have open to show you the Keen 360 pre-configured application for program governance and project management. We can track information and manage our teams from initiation through successful or hopefully not unsuccessful close. This functionality is the subject of another Keen 360 overview video that you can look at if you so wish. In addition to converting opportunities to the projects that might ensue from an opportunity, we can also generate orders, invoices, all at the click of the button with the automations that are available from the BPM engine. No sales application is complete without the reporting. The reporting on the Creatio platform is very robust, also easy to configure. What we see here is some pipeline comparisons. I'm not going to be drilling in on this video, but besides being able to look at a single or multiple pipelines, if we have different ways of selling, different opportunity types, we can see how our sales reps are doing. We have all the types of reports and metrics that we might want in order to monitor and manage our sales teams. I would note that all of the source information for the charts can be put into a grid and then exported to Excel for further manipulation, for example, in pivot tables and or sharing with non-system users. We also have available a Kanban view of our opportunities and the stages they are in so that we can use a board like this maybe for cadence meetings when and if useful to your team. We have emphasized that solution selling is document-centric. Here, what we see is the knowledge base. The knowledge base is embedded within the Creatio platform. What we can do is create sets of documents from different parts of our organization so that our sales producers, our pursuit teams, our RFP response teams have all of the most current approved templates available to them for their pursuits. This facilitates efficiency, of course. It also facilitates quality in the responses that we submit, and it also promotes adherence with compliance policies and rules within the organization or incumbent upon the organization. Finally, for actually developing the templates that are in the repository that we just quickly looked at, we have so-called documents. These are not the Excel files or the Word files, which can be attached. This functionality is to support the process of drafting, reviewing and approving, perhaps reworking, and eventually publishing our assets or documents that are relevant to the sales process. Approvers can receive emails and or in-system alerts to let them know that they have to look at a given document. The approval process is another standard feature of the Creatio platform, not an add-on, as in other platforms if they have this kind of functionality at all. What we have been reviewing is the Keen 360 pre-configured application for solution selling. We've been mentioning some of the native capabilities of the Creatio platform. Would like to point out to you that the email integration is straightforward with both Exchange Outlook and G Suite Google. Processing emails can be done in system or even in the mobile app that's available on the Android and Apple platforms. If your organization is engaged in solution selling, and if this functionality looked intriguing, looked like it could solve problems in your organization, could take your selling team to whole new levels of performance, then we hope that you would reach out to us for arranging a slower paced, deeper dive kind of demonstration. You can reach us via email at this address here, or you can visit our website, go to our Contact Us page, and drop us an inquiry or request as you see here. Thank you for spending the time to review this video with us. We look forward to hearing from you and discussing how we, Keen 360, and our pre-configured application on the Creatio platform might be able to help your organization. Thank you.